That video clip was from August 2021. Here we are, 4 years later, searching for Justin's treasure beyond the map's edge, and me celebrating Forrest Fenn's 95th birthday at what the world now calls Fenn Rock. For people new to Justin's treasure hunt, let me go back to the significance of 9 Mile Hole. This was where Forrest Fenn hid his treasure chest in 2010 and where Jack Stoof ultimately found it and retrieved it in 2020. Not to mention, this is where Justin and occasionally his brother Brandon relentlessly searched for that elusive treasure chest over 8 years. If you've watched Netflix's Golden Greed, you understand his pain. Before moving on with Justin's story, I want to share my recent experience over a couple days at 9 Mile Hole, including Fenn Rock and wading across the Madison River to the Nook Log, the actual spot where Fenn hid his treasure chest. My friend Tiffany joined me both days. I was delighted to find the spot clean with no memorials except for a feather and a sage smudging bundle. But the biggest surprise, the missing Nook Log has been returned. Okay, my final comments about my 2 days at 9 Mile Hole. The first day, a few Yellowstone National Park rangers stopped to chat. Bob had seen Golden Greed, so recognized me, and all three were very aware of the Fenn chase. Despite that knowledge, they were super friendly and spent a lot of time conversing with me, even allowing me to take a group picture of them at Fenn Rock. Bob even had stories regarding folks crossing the river recently to search for the Posey treasure at the same location where Forrest had hidden his. Crazy, in my opinion. Before moving forward to the behind-the-scenes footage of Justin regarding the Nomadica Netflix filming, I need to go back to mid-November of 2020, where the story really begins. Justin had reached out to me to partner to find the AGK treasure cache, which included an envelope and card from Forrest Fenn, never opened, and what was believed to be the last treasure from Forrest before he passed away. Unfortunately, the AGK cache was found before we could get there. Lucky for me, Justin invited me to continue my journey to his home in Texas, where we commiserated together the end of the Fenn hunt and our lack of finding the AGK cache. 4 months later, a life-changing event was set in motion. Amy Seeks had received an email from the man who'd found the AGK cache, who rehid some of it, including the unopened Fenn card. She reached out to a group of us to solve his new poem and accept the challenge to find said treasure on a mountaintop near Las Cruces, New Mexico. On March 26, 2021, Amy, Justin, Matt, and I met for a weekend to find this treasure. Those 2.5 days were exhausting as I had to try to keep up with Justin and Matt on the trail up the mountainside. This was the first time I'd ever hiked with Justin. He was like a young, lanky gazelle. Evenings at the Airbnb were hilarious. Justin and I apparently took turns stuffing bananas in each other's mouths, and I supposedly told dirty jokes. I couldn't remember anything the next day, though. One of the evenings, I decided to reveal some of the secrets that went on behind the scenes during the 10 years of the Forrest Fenn chase. Justin was shocked to hear the details spewing from my mouth like floodgates had just opened. We teased him then, and we are still teasing him now, and we even made a meme out of one of those pictures. I made a YouTube video of this weekend shortly afterwards. For anyone interested, I will post the link in the description. This was the beginning of us and how we became the group of 4 invited to West Yellowstone 3 months later to film us finding the Nook Log. Vox provided the budget and Nomadica filmed us searching.
2 full-on aspen trees back there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I found one right at the end.
We filmed it, kind of. That was the thickest part
Oh
of
my
the
gosh.
forest.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the
I
creek.
thought he was
A great
just
place
stuck
to
in
inter
there.
yourself, but
I mean, I don't know how you guys
it's really close to Madison
I'm
too.
like, I think he's just stuck in there. He's like, I found aspen.
You follow the aspen.
And the thing is, I never even saw the tree. I'm like walking and I'm crawling through the ground and stuff. I was like, holy shit, there's a ton of these deciduous
Whoa.
leaves. I'm like, where is this coming from? I'm looking around. Turns out right in front of me is this aspen tree. You couldn't even see it in the thicket.
Well, I guess my question is that like we've got grass and then like that bare earth on the other side of the chest, right? And then the 2 logs. And then north of the grass, there's like those green little plants. Like,
Yep.
is that like are you looking for grass, log, and then those plants? Like, is
I
that
think the
something?
grass is going to change enough seasonally where we have to be pretty careful about that.
Okay,
I mean, it's very probable that there might be some sprigs of grass still there.
okay.
I'm less inclined to focus on the grass. I mean, if it's a huge, clump of grass, it's like, hey, come on.
Yeah,
But-
I'm just saying like that sliver of
Yeah, I mean, the dead giveaway, I think, is going to be those wood grain pattern orientation. Like that is a fingerprint,
right.
And pretty much, as Matt mentioned, pretty much buried. It's almost
is.
at ground level. That's scary because it's going to be easy for falling pine needles to just cover it up and it's game over. We need those leaf blowers.
But that's a unique signature too.
It
It
is.
gives a little bit of uniqueness
And
to that.
the other thing is, with the crisscross of the logs, the other one appears to be sizable, noticeably bigger. So we're talking one that's maybe 3 to 5 inches. It's
Yeah.
pretty tiny.
Yeah.
And then another larger one. And the larger one actually has fairly little weathering. Like it's the normal grains where they start to split open, none of that. All you have is 2 unique cross grain cuts.
The ones like this, like the five
Which is-
shape.
Yeah. So it's like one huge log, one really tiny one. They might or might not intersect all the way.
And it seems like on the tiny one, there's like something in that corner.
There is.
Is it branches coming from the bigger one?
There's a knot there, and it's a big split. And I think all that combined.
Well, another question.
We should
Like
print
you
these.
have
I
a
wish we had a printer.
Cynthia, you have a
Just to reiterate, this was June of 2021. The only pictures of the chest of the location at this time were the 2 forests released to Dale to post a year prior. It was a daunting task to grid search along the Madison River to try to find these logs based on the fingerprint Justin described. The other thing I want to note at this time, notice Justin's left hand ring finger. That's the finger he almost cut the tip off of a day or 2 before. I have so much footage of this 2-week shoot, I'm not sure how to present it. But I must start with the log house, or actually 2 log houses, that Nomadica rented for us. It was truly amazing. I felt like I was a Kardashian living in a reality TV series. This was during COVID, though, which really complicated the eating. However, a couple carts filled at the local grocery store stocked our fridge, and Matt and Amy often prepared our evening meal. I was in heaven since there was so much food available 24/7. Our mornings normally started with the audio guys putting our microphones and battery pack on each of us, and I often forgot we were live and discussed the previous night's shenanigans. I sure hope the editors listening to me enjoyed it. After breakfast, our group of 4 would sit at the table discussing the day's agenda, where we would film, and why. Justin and Matt primarily called the shots.
Well, we'll figure it out. I do like that concept though. Let's get out there. Hey guys.
I guess I was there for the fun, adventure, camaraderie, and all that food. It was during COVID, after all. Once the day started, Jared and his crew filmed everything, including Justin making cocktails later in the evening. Tucker was with us in the cabin, but was not allowed loose in Yellowstone Park. We filmed on location along the Madison River almost every day. The most days filming was without a doubt at 9 Mile Hole. Because of the picture in TTOTC of Marvin holding the stringer of fish, they, meaning Nomadica, focused a bunch on us at that rock. From there, we'd cross the river below the home of Brown and just downstream from Fen Rock, change out of our wet shoes into more appropriate hiking boots, Sometimes Justin just would go swimming or floating down the river on his way across. Then we'd begin our mission, trying to find the exact nook logs as identified in the 2 photos. Walking across deadfall in the dense new growth was really grueling, as was making our way along the wet creek to the island. Some days we parked beyond 9 Mile Hole so we could shoot B-roll footage, crossing the Madison at other spots, and hiking to the creek with the black obsidian stone bottom as seen in Golden Greed. The crew always needed to be aware of the depth of the river in order to transport their camera equipment without it getting wet. I was always concerned as well, so my electronics in my backpack stayed dry. Occasionally, Justin carried my pack, and then one afternoon, he offered to carry me on his back, and I accepted. Soon after he stepped into the river, though, he realized he was standing in mud, and it wasn't long until my extra weight forced him to start sinking. Without a word, he grabbed me and threw me into the river like he was in a panic. It was a thrilling experience for me, and everyone laughed. I was sorry it did not make the final cut. Those 2 weeks were some of the best days of my life. The last day, the crew and the 4 of us went to a place where Tucker was allowed and took a group picture. Friends come and go. Some are forever, some fade away.
What is that? Oh my god. Wow. Somebody's being tricky.
What is it?
Holy shit.
What?
You can see their face though. Is it a man or a woman? It's a guy.
Very sneaky.
Is it?
Who is that?
Is that a?
Who is that?
I don't know.
Wow, that's actually pretty damn impressive. I have to say, guys.
Well, play it all.
It's a phone. They're holding up their phone.
Oh my God.
Who is that? I don't know who the hell that is.
Wait,
Somebody's covering it up on purpose. I need to move it. Who is this person? It's probably the same person. Like, we have no idea. Oh, but I have sound. I'll have to listen to the sound later. I can't hear it. So we were there the same day. We missed him. Jesus, by like 5 hours.
Yeah, we missed him by 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Could it be?
Before I ended the Nomadica shoot, I've already mentioned in voice chat that Justin is a jokester and likes to play practical jokes. He'd hide plastic roaches inside anything he thought I might open, which never fazed me. I kept these 2 as souvenirs. We shared a bathroom, and one night, unbeknownst to me, he removed the toilet paper roll and replaced it with something else. I decided it was time to retaliate, so found the real roll of toilet paper and wound it all around and across his bed. The next morning, I peeked in, shot a quick photo, and neither of us ever spoke of it until recently.
Matthew Flicker.
What was it? What?